If you're looking for a fun new crochet project that will add a touch of cute to your dollhouse, this miniature daisy blanket is perfect for you. It became one of my favorite creations this year, inspired by my dog's happy zoomies in a field of daisies. In this series, not only will you learn to create these adorable daisy squares, but you'll also discover my favorite joining method and a beautiful lace border to finish it off. By the end, you'll have a stunning blanket for your dollhouse. And if you love the pattern but don't want to go micro, you can simply swap thread for yarn and regular hook to make a life-size blanket. First, let's talk tools and materials. For my original mini blanket, I use bra thread 100% cotton sewing thread, but as a rule of thumb, any 50 weight sewing thread will work great. I picked these three beautiful colors: rust, pale peach, and lovely sage. Feel free to choose any color combination that you love. Here are a few color swatches I made for inspiration. Which color combo will you use for your blanket? Let me know in the comments. I crocheted my blanket using a 0.4mm hook and regular sewing thread, but to make it easier for you and for me to see what I'm doing, I'll be using regular yarn for the demonstration. Here, I'm using Hobie's Friends 8/4 cotton yarn and Prim's 3mm ergonomic crochet hook. Now let me explain how the blanket is constructed and give you some tips on customizing it. For my tiny blanket, I used 35 squares in a 5x7 grid, each roughly 1.8 centimeter, 0.7 inch. The whole blanket after blocking is approximately 10 by 13 centimeters, 3.9 by 5.1 inches. If you want to make the blanket bigger, just add extra rows and columns. To make it smaller, simply remove a row or column. In the second video of this series, I will take you step by step through the crocheting process of these adorable daisy squares. I connected the daisy squares using my favorite join as you go method, which I'll show you in the third video in this series. Once all the squares are joined together, you will start crocheting extra rounds around the entire blanket, finishing it with a lovely and easy to make lace border. I'll show you how to do this in the final video of this series. If you're more of a visual learner and prefer to have a clear pattern and a chart to follow, I've got you covered. Check out the link in the description below for an ad-free, downloadable pattern. Now, if you're ready to start making your blanket, head to the next video where I demonstrate how to make the daisy squares. And if you're new to micro crocheting, don't forget to watch my video on my top tips to get started with tiny hooks. I'll see you in my next video.